Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. Let's start today's video off with former Mr. Olympia Hadi Choopan, who finally arrived in the USA about 2 days ago for this year's Arnold Classic. And I'm glad that Hadi made it with a few weeks to spare. Hopefully we get to see a very good version of Hadi at the Arnold, if not the best Hadi we've ever seen. And on the left, you guys can see Hadi Choopan squatting a ridiculous amount of weight at about 3 weeks out from the Arnold. And with Hadi arriving to the USA and now being confirmed for the show, I'm gonna say again, I think Hadi is gonna win this Arnold Classic. He's really upset about their second place at the Mr. Olympia, and this is the first stop on his revenge tour. Now let's switch over to Samson Dauda, who will also be a top competitor at the Arnold Classic. And Samson is honestly just looking unreal. But I have to say, I do think Samson is sharpening his images to bring out a little bit more detail. Nothing against Samson, of course, but we're in for a great showdown at the Arnold Classic. Samson has great structure, roundness, the 3D look, but will he be conditioned and detailed enough to stand next to the Persian Wolf Hadi Choopan? And I think we really will see a battle. Hadi is a guy that likes to step in front of the line and really get the judges' attention, so I think we can look forward to seeing these guys bump elbows at least a couple of times at the Arnold Classic. And also ahead of the Arnold Classic, we have a recent update from Marcelo DeAngelis, Horse MD. And with this recent update, I think everyone's prediction for this guy just went up a little bit. Based off this image, I would say he looks like he's gonna place third at this year's Arnold Classic. I was worried about the conditioning of Marcelo, but it looks like he brought it in pretty quick. And remember guys, we have a little bit under 3 weeks until the show, and this guy already looks peeled. Let me know in the comment section below, what are your predictions for Marcelo DeAngelis? Again, ahead of the Arnold Classic, we have a recent update from Akim Williams, a guy that never really posts many updates. And we haven't seen Akim compete since 2022 when he won the Tampa Pro and also competed at the Mr. Olympia. But I know that Akim was also involved in a car wreck the same year, which probably has something to do with him taking so much time off. But not really sure which version of Akim we're going to see at this year's Arnold Classic. Hopefully it's a good one. Now let's switch over to Nick Walker, who recently posted up an update. And as we all know, Nick Walker will be competing in this year's New York Pro. And not only am I very excited to see what the mutant brings to New York, I'm also excited to see what he brings to the Mr. Olympia, because I believe he will win the New York Pro for the second time. I think Nick Walker is a guy that gets better when he's doubted. He's a guy that's stronger under pressure. Nick Walker was unable to compete at last year's Olympia due to an injury, and I think he's going to come back even stronger. And in the next update of the day, we have a recent update from good Vito ahead of the Arnold Classic Brazil. And honestly, Vito looks crazy in every single update he puts out. He's recovered from the leg injury. He's recovered from the hernia surgery. Vito looks huge and round. The only thing that I can really point out in this update, if you look closely, left quad sweep doesn't look as good as the right quad sweep. But Vito should be going up against some pretty steep competition at the Arnold Classic South America. Maybe Rafa, Horse MD. So it also should be a pretty good show. Now let's switch over to Carlos Thomas Jr. I've been hearing that Carlos will be competing in the Arnold Classic South America, but I'm not sure if that is 100% confirmed yet. But Carlos has only competed in one show as a pro, and that was the Texas Pro. And even though Carlos has only competed once as a pro and Vito has yet to make his pro debut, I believe both of these guys are guys we should watch very closely because they have the potential to place very high at the Mr. Olympia. In the next update of the day, switching over to 212, we have a recent update from the Olympia champion, Keone Pearson, who is currently sitting at 228 pounds. And I want to ask you guys the question, how does one beat Keone Pearson? Structurally, it's going to be very, very hard to do. Same with posing. Only area people can really get Keone in is conditioning. And as he gets older, he gets more time in the gym. Keone's conditioning and muscle maturity is only going to get better. We're looking at a guy that can really hold on to this title for a very long time. And it would be nice to see Keone do an open show at some point, but I think he belongs in the 212. Now let's go ahead and wrap up today's video here with the archive of the day. You guys let me know in the comment section below, who is this legendary bodybuilder? And as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from Go Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.